What's going on, guys? This is Cleverboy86 here, back again for another video, and today I'm going to be doing my review of The Walking Dead Season 5 trailer. And so I know the trailer came out at the end of July, and I did my live viewing reaction where I basically watch a trailer for the first time, and you guys get to see my reaction. And I intended to do the review, but the next day I got sick, and then I kind of forgot about it. And then I just remembered, oh damn, I have to do the review of the trailer before Season 5 starts. So there has been another teaser that was just released that was called Never Let Your Guard Down. And I will have a review for that probably later on today. And for those of you who don't know, once a week, every Sunday, I'm reviewing one episode from The Walking Dead Season 1, leading up to the premiere of Season 5. And yeah, I just did episode 2 on Sunday, and yeah, so anyways, the Season 5 trailer is badass, and I'll put a link in the description for my live viewing reaction if you want to check that video out first, and then come back and watch the review of it. And also put a link in the description for the trailer, and definitely check out the trailer first before you check out my review. The trailer is just badass, and we start off, we have Rick Slime from the end of Season 4, they're screwing with the wrong people, and we have a shot of Daryl. There's like light on his face, so I think it's from one of the people from Terminus opening the door, and he sees it, and then we have Abraham, Tara, and Bob, and there's like a flash. Now I don't know if that's just a camera filter, or I think it's one of the people from Terminus. They throw like a flashbang because Abraham's like, move, and then they run, and then we see Rick, Daryl, Glenn, and Bob are captured, and they're gagged and held hostage by Terminus. And so it looks like they're going to get tortured, because we do see in the new teaser, we see one of the people from Terminus, or Glenn's like, he has a yak in his mouth, and one of them is like he has a baseball bat, and it looks like he's going to crack Glenn over the head with it. Also, in the trailer, at around 2 minutes and 21 seconds, we see, I think it was the same person, just preparing to crack Glenn over the head with a baseball bat. It's brutal. So I think of that when he was preparing to crack Glenn over the head with a baseball bat in the trailer, like, then like in the teaser, we see him, he's about to crack him over the head again, but Gareth stops him. So I think that's what's going to happen. And yeah, so anyways, so we see Daryl and Glenn, they're gagged, and we did have that picture of Daryl, and he had a gag in his mouth, and he was looking up, and he had like much longer hair. So yeah, I intended to do like a video talking about that, but I never got around to it. But yeah, that picture was released a little while ago. It was about, what was it, a month and a half, 2 months ago, when that picture was released. So yeah, but then we have Rick, and we see him. He has a gag in his mouth, and I love the shot where he's just like staring at, I'm guessing it's Gareth. He's like, just like, you know, he's got blood splatter all over his face, and he does have some blood right here. I do think that's from the fight with Joe at the last episode of Season 4, but yeah, because I do recall seeing that in the promotional image for Season 5 when he's like opening the train car door to Terminus. So yeah, and then what I think is going to happen, this is just predictions, but I think what's going to happen is the people from Terminus are going to come in with gas masks like the first 2 minutes of the episode, and or maybe like right at the beginning of the episode, and they're gonna come and they're gonna capture Rick, Daryl, Glenn, and Bob. And I don't know where Michonne, Maggie, Carl, Sasha, who else? Abraham, Eugene, Rosita, Tara. I don't know where they are gonna be because we don't see them captured. We don't see that. We only see Rick, Daryl, Glenn, and Bob. So I don't know where they're gonna be. If they're gonna be in the train cart. Maybe Abraham and Eugene get captured. But then we have Gareth, who says, "I just hope you understand we didn't want to hurt you." And we have some shots. We have some shots of season 4. Some flashes of the shootout at Terminus, and we have a shot of Terminus, and Rick takes down an advertisement for Terminus. Now, I think that's foreshadowing for the downfall of Terminus. We're going to see the huge battle, possibly a herd will come through, and then there's going to be a huge battle at Terminus. And then we have a few shots of them on the road. We see Glenn and Maggie and some of the others like walking down like train tracks or something. Or I think they were. And then we have Rick, and we see Rick and Judith have reunited. And it looked to me when I first saw the trailer, because I've seen the trailer like 5 times now, 5 or 6 times, that Gareth was joining up with Rick's group. Now, I know that Rick would be like, hell no. There would not be a chance in hell that Rick would let Gareth join up with Rick in the group, because he just captured them and possibly tortured them. So yeah, we do see some people from Terminus who were captured in the finale. Remember, we have Rick and Daryl and Michonne and Carl. They were like running past the gunfighter, and there were like screams from the other train cars. So yeah, we just have a few more shots of them on the road. Looks like they're gonna go to Washington, and I love the music in the trailer. I think it was Brennistein. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I just love that music. I downloaded the music on iTunes, and I listen to it. It's epic. It's badass. I love the part with Rick, Michonne, Carl, and Daryl, and they're just like walking in slow motion, and like that's just badass, and yeah, so yeah, and we have we have the part where Eugene kills the walker with the fire hose, and I did see Eugene. He was standing on the fire truck, so that's pretty cool. He's just like spraying down walkers with the fire hose, and so it. Now here's a prediction: if Gareth was to join Rick's group, it would, maybe he would join because, he's gonna try to find a way to take their supplies, because in episode 2 or 3, one of the group splits up. One group goes to look for supplies, so maybe Gareth is trying to take their supplies. So yeah, that's just a prediction. But yeah, so but Rick's not gonna let Gareth join the group. I don't think so. I mean, it just I couldn't imagine Rick letting Gareth join the group, because that would like put the group in danger, and that Gareth could be setting them up. I mean, who knows, right? So yeah, so we have a few more shots of them, and they're on the road. Tyrese and Carol, they're gonna find Rick's group, and then we'll have the whole group back together again. Well, Beth, who is still missing. Well, we do see her later on in the trailer. I'll get to that. So most of the group will be reunited. We do have pretty much all the group reunited except for Tyrese, Carol, and Beth. So we don't see that much of Tyrese and Carol. We see them for just like a second, and then we have Rick, who looks like is gunning down walkers at Terminus, and it looks like there's going to be like a huge battle at Terminus in the first episode. Here's what I would love. I'd love to have Gareth, like he lets them go, and then a herd comes through. Tyrese and Carol are there with Judith. Rick's like shooting down walkers. There's a huge battle. There's explosions. There's gunfire. They get out of Terminus. I think in the first episode, Mary is gonna die, and most of the people from Terminus. I think that Mary's definitely is gonna die in the first episode. Mary, if you don't know who that is, in season 4, at the end of episode 15, she's the woman who greeted Maggie, Glenn, Tara, Abraham, Eugene, Rosita, Bob, Sasha, all of them at the end of that episode. So yeah, I think she's gonna die. You have some shots of Gareth, and we do see our first shot of Father Gabriel, and he's crying. Now, the reason for this is just what I've heard. Spoilers for the comic if you haven't gotten up to volume 11 and you intend to read the comics. This is just what I've heard. I haven't read to this point, but I'm not that. If it's not for the TV show, I don't really care, because I started reading the comics and I kind of stopped, so I'm probably not gonna pick up on the comics. I don't think so, but basically the reason why Father Gabriel is crying is because when people needed to get inside the church, well, they were like about to get eaten by zombies. He didn't let them in, and they got eaten by zombies. So that's just what I've heard, but that's why he's crying. So it looks like they make it to the church. Maybe we have episode 2, them just on the road, and then maybe at the end of the episode they got to the church. So just predictions. So we have the one zombie with its tongue sticking out. That was creepy. Rick is saying, I don't trust this guy. Now, he's not talking about Gareth, because goes without saying, of course Rick doesn't trust Gareth. Okay, I think it's edited to make it people think that it is talking about Gareth, but yeah, we know that he doesn't trust Gareth. We have Rick. See him we see a few shots of Rick, and then we have the huge explosion that all walkers just go everywhere, and Rick is saying to Carl, no matter what anyone says, no matter what you think, you are not safe. And we also see at 2 minutes and 12 seconds, Sasha gets grabbed. Now, it doesn't look like it's a walker, but it could be one of the hunters, because the new poster for Walking Dead Season 5 came out, and the tagline is Hunt or Be Hunted. So the hunters will be Season 5, that's basically confirmed. So it looks like the hunters might capture Sasha, and Sasha is like where are people? So it looks like maybe Daryl and Glenn are captured. That's just my prediction. Maybe at Terminus, Daryl and Glenn are captured before the big battle, and so because Rick says we're not leaving without our people, and we see Abraham just destroying somebody with the back of an assault rifle. Maybe someone from Terminus, but like it's not a walker because it has its hand up like protecting its face, and a walker wouldn't do that. We do see Abraham smashing some zombies. We see Tyrese like he's like punching somebody. He wouldn't be punching a walker. Maybe he's punching Bob because he's mad at Bob, because we do you do remember that Bob and Sasha were in a relationship. They in season 4 episode, what was it? I believe it was 14. No, it wasn't 14. It was 13. Alone. Yeah. And that was when they kind of split up. Then we have let's see, we have the truck kind of was like flipping over, which was pretty cool. Daryl smashing some zombies, and so yeah. Also, it looks like Bob getting wrapped by a walker. So that's, they wouldn't show that. I mean, they wouldn't show if he dies in the trailer. That's just like maybe a close call, kind of like in the promo for season 4, episode 13, Alone. Like Sasha yells "Bob" at the end of the promo. So that, they wouldn't show like something like that in the trailer. So we have Glenn, and looks like they split up to go find supplies. So yeah, we also have the van falling from the bridge. Now I've seen the spoilers for the van falling, and people have been saying Daryl and Carol are inside it. Now, they wouldn't kill Daryl and Carol like that, but if they did, this is how I'd like them to do it. Maybe at the end of episode 3 or 4, like it's in slow motion, like Rick and Glenn are like trying to stop it, and they're like running to stop it, but it's in slow motion, and then it just crashes, and then we just like focus on Rick's face for like a few seconds. That would be badass, But imagine that if they just killed Daryl and Carol just like that, that would just, that would just be really shocking. That would be a major cliffhanger. If that happened in season 5, and when I did my review for that episode, I would just be like shocked. I would be like, I'd be at a loss for words in my review, if that did happen. So we also have Rick shooting at some people from Terminus. Like he turns around, and is like, and then just like, oh yeah, I just shot 5 people from Terminus, and they didn't look like walkers because I did see they had assault rifles. So yeah, Walking Dead returns October 12th at 9 p.m. on AMC, and I'll actually be able to view the first 2 episodes early because my mom has a special website. It's a website that she has a password for because she used to work for TV Guide. So, also the part with I forgot to tell you about this one shot with Daryl and Carol, and just great shot of them just with Daryl with his looks like it was his crossbow or his it was probably his crossbow, and Carol behind him. So they're going to be reunited. We saw that before the trailer, so so that shot is awesome, and so we also see the part at the end with Beth in the hospital. Now, another prediction is maybe they go to the hospital not knowing Beth's there, but then they find Beth there, and they don't know what's going on. But I don't think it has any connection to Terminus. And when I first saw the trailer, I was really surprised that that Beth was not with Father Gabriel, because I thought he was the one that took her. So yeah, my computer's running on a low battery, so I gotta finish this review up. To give it like a trailer rating, I guess, out of 10, I'm gonna give this a strong, I'm gonna give this a perfect 10 out of 10. I was gonna give it a 9 out of 10, but the trailer is just so badass, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. So yeah, I will be reviewing Season 5 when it comes on, and I think, just as a prediction, at the end of Season 5 they'll find the Alexandria safe zone, but maybe, they'll be on the road for all of Season 5. That's just my prediction. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, I know this was kind of a long review, over 20 minutes. I just want to do a really good, in-depth review for the trailer. I know the review is late, I apologize, but yeah. So see you all for the next video, which will probably be my review of the teaser. There have been a couple other teasers I might do reviews for, but they were really short, so I don't know yet. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you guys think about the trailer. Alright, bye.